Do you ever feel like modern life is just moving way too fast? Like you are always running but never actually enjoying the day?
Absolutely. It can be so incredibly exhausting. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Daily English Loop. I am Lisa.
And I am Alex. If you are learning English and you want to slow down and find some peace today, you are in the perfect place. We are so happy to have you here.
Yes, we are. Today, we are not talking about grammar rules or difficult vocabulary. We are talking about something much more important.
Exactly. Today we are talking about the little things in life, the tiny, simple moments that make us smile every single day.
I love this topic so much. But before we share our favorite daily joys, we have a quick favor to ask our amazing listeners.
That's right. If you enjoy practicing your English with us, please take 1 second to click that like button. It really helps our channel grow.
And don't forget to subscribe to Daily English Loop. We upload fun, natural English conversations every week to help you sound more like a native speaker.
Share this podcast with your friends, too. Okay, Lisa, are you ready to talk about the simple joys of daily life?
I am so ready. Life can be very stressful, so it is super important to focus on the small things that bring us happiness.
Let's start right at the beginning, the morning. Lisa, what is the very first thing that makes you happy when you wake up?
Well, as soon as my alarm goes off, I walk straight to my bedroom window. I open the curtains wide and just let the morning light hit my face.
Oh, wow, that sounds so refreshing. You don't look at your phone first?
Nope. Looking at my phone makes me feel rushed. I just look at the sky. If it is cloudy or sunny, it doesn't matter. It is a brand new day.
That is a beautiful habit. For me, my morning joy is all about the kitchen. I'm a huge coffee fan, but I don't use a fast coffee machine.
Really? How do you make it?
I use a slow pour-over method. I boil the water, I grind the fresh beans, and I slowly pour the hot water over them. The smell is absolutely incredible.
I can almost smell it right now. That sounds like a little morning meditation.
It really is. It takes about 5 minutes and it is perfectly quiet. I don't drink coffee just to wake up. I drink it because the process is so calming.
I am definitely a tea person. I brew a large cup of hot peppermint tea. The steam warms up my face, and it feels like a cozy hug in a mug.
A hug in a mug. I love that phrase. So after our drinks, we need some energy. What is your simple joy for breakfast?
I love making a giant, colorful fruit smoothie. I blend strawberries, bananas, and a little bit of spinach. It is bright pink and tastes like summer.
That is so healthy. I like a warm breakfast. I make a big bowl of oatmeal with cinnamon and sliced apples. It's cheap, simple, and keeps me full for hours.
Food is definitely one of life's greatest simple joys. After breakfast, do you exercise, Alex?
I don't go to a heavy, loud gym. I just take my dog Barnaby for a slow walk around the neighborhood.
Morning walks are the best. The air is so fresh and crisp.
Exactly. We just walk for 20 minutes. Barnaby sniffs the trees, and I listen to the birds singing. It is completely free, but it makes me feel so rich.
I ride my bicycle to the train station for work. Feeling the wind in my hair is my favorite simple joy before I have to sit at a desk all day.
That is a perfect transition, Lisa. Let's talk about the daytime. Work and school can be really stressful.
Very stressful. You have emails, meetings, and deadlines. It's easy to get overwhelmed.
What is your secret trick to find a little happiness in the middle of a busy workday?
I keep a beautiful glass bottle on my desk, and I fill it with sparkling water and fresh lemon slices.
Ooh, fancy water.
It sounds silly, but drinking cold, bubbly lemon water makes me feel so fancy and refreshed. It wakes my brain up much better than staring at a screen.
That is a great idea. Hydration is so important. When I feel stressed at my computer, I actually stand up and look out the window for exactly 2 minutes.
Just looking out the window?
Yes, I focus my eyes on something very far away, like a cloud or a distant building. It rests my eyes and reminds me that the world is much bigger than my computer screen.
I really need to try that. Another thing that brings me joy during the day is friendly people.
Oh, absolutely. Human connection is magic.
Every Tuesday, I buy a sandwich from a small bakery near my office. The lady working there, Mrs. Green, is so incredibly sweet.
Does she know your name?
Yes, she always says, "Hello, Lisa, how is your day going?" We only chat for 1 minute, but her warm smile completely changes my mood.
That is the power of a simple hello. We talked about this before, right? A smile is a universal language. It costs nothing but means everything.
It really does. I always leave that bakery feeling so much happier.
Speaking of mood boosters, we cannot forget about music. Music is my ultimate daily joy.
Oh, me too. What kind of music do you listen to during the day?
If I'm doing boring paperwork, I put on my headphones and play 80s rock music. It gives me so much energy. I tap my feet under the desk.
That is hilarious. I'm the opposite. If I need to focus, I play very soft, instrumental lo-fi beats. It sounds like a relaxed coffee shop.
But what about when you were doing chores at home, like folding laundry or sweeping the floor?
Oh, then it's a totally different story. I play loud, happy pop music and I dance around the living room with the broom.
Yes! Making a boring chore fun is a life skill. I sing at the top of my lungs when I wash the dishes.
I bet your dog loves your singing.
Barnaby usually hides under the sofa when I sing, actually. I am not a very good singer, but it makes me laugh.
Laughter is definitely a huge, simple joy. Okay, let's move to the late afternoon and evening.
This is when we finally have some free time. For me, a simple joy is learning something new, just for fun.
Oh, like a new language?
Exactly. Just 10 minutes on a language app, or reading an interesting article about space. It keeps my brain curious.
For our listeners, tuning in to Daily English Loop is an amazing daily habit. You're learning and growing right now.
Yes, and the secret is doing it a little bit every single day. Consistency is the key.
Speaking of consistency, I have a very funny simple joy. I bake bread.
You bake your own bread? That sounds really complicated.
It is actually very simple, but it takes time. I have a sourdough starter in a jar in my kitchen. I even gave it a name.
Wait, you named your bread dough?
Yes, his name is Bob. I have to feed Bob a little bit of flour and water every day to keep him alive.
That is the funniest thing I've ever heard. You have a pet made of flour.
It's true, but watching the dough grow and smelling the fresh bread baking in the oven on a weekend, it's pure happiness.
I love that. Taking care of something, whether it's a pet, a plant, or even Bob the sourdough starter, feels really good.
What about people, Alex? How do you connect with friends and family?
My sister lives in a completely different country, so my simple joy is sending her funny pictures or memes on my phone.
Aw, that is a great way to stay connected without a long phone call.
Right, we just send a funny picture, and it means, hey, I'm thinking about you. It always makes me smile.
I love calling my grandmother. We talk every Thursday evening. She tells me stories about her garden, and I tell her about my week.
Family time is precious. Do you ever go out for fancy dinners with your friends during the week?
Almost never. Fancy dinners are too stressful and expensive. My friends and I do Taco Tuesdays at my apartment.
Taco Tuesday. That sounds like a blast.
It is. Everyone brings one ingredient. Someone brings cheese, someone brings tomatoes, we wear sweatpants, we eat messy tacos, and we just laugh for hours.
That is the perfect example of a simple joy. You don't need to spend $100 to have a memorable night. You just need good company.
Exactly. Okay, the sun has gone down. It is getting late. What is your bedtime routine, Alex?
This is the most important part of my day. If I don't wind down properly, I can't sleep. At 9 p.m., my phone goes into a drawer.
A drawer? You don't keep it on your bedside table?
Absolutely not. If it is next to me, I will pick it up and look at social media. In the drawer, it is out of sight and out of mind.
That is so disciplined. I try to do that, but it is hard. To relax, I take a hot bath and I use a lavender room spray.
Lavender is supposed to be amazing for sleep. It signals to your brain that it is time to shut down.
It smells like a peaceful garden. What do you do if you don't have your phone, Alex?
I read, but I don't read heavy, serious books at night. I read comic books or graphic novels.
Comic books! That is so fun!
The colorful art and simple stories let my imagination play without making my brain work too hard. It makes me feel like a kid again.
I love that! My final simple joy of the day is keeping a physical journal, just a small paper notebook with a pen.
What do you write about? Do you write long stories?
No, I just write down 3 good things that happened that day. Even if I had a terrible day, I force myself to find 3 positive things.
Wow! So even on a bad day, you might write, "I drank a great cup of tea," or "Mrs. Green smiled at me."
Exactly. It totally changes my mindset. Instead of going to sleep angry or stressed, I go to sleep feeling grateful.
That is a beautiful habit, Lisa. Gratitude turns what we have into enough, and then, hopefully, you get a good night of sleep.
Good sleep is the ultimate simple joy. Everything is better when you are well rested.
It is so true. Well, Lisa, we covered a lot of wonderful little moments today.
We really did. We talked about morning light, slow coffee, and biking to the train.
We discussed looking out the window, friendly bakery owners, and dancing to pop music while cleaning.
And we can't forget Bob, the sourdough starter, plus Taco Tuesdays, comic books, and gratitude journals.
It really shows that you do not need a luxury car or a giant mansion to have a wonderful life. Happiness is hiding in your daily routine.
You just have to slow down enough to notice it. I hope our listeners feel a little bit lighter and happier after today's chat.
Me too. And now we want to hear from you guys. It is your turn to share.
Yes, please scroll down to the comments section and answer this question. What is one small, simple thing that makes you smile every day?
Is it petting your cat? Is it eating a piece of chocolate? Is it listening to a certain song? Let us know.
We absolutely love reading your comments. It's a great way to practice writing in English, too.
If you enjoyed this relaxing episode, please make sure to subscribe to Daily English Loop and give this video a big thumbs up.
Share it with anyone who might need a little bit of joy today. Thank you so much for being part of our community.
It is always a pleasure hanging out with you guys. Take a deep breath, go enjoy a simple joy, and we will see you next time.
Bye, everyone. Have a beautiful day.